Hey guys, welcome to the Truth Factor where we do headlines with an attitude. Um, each one of these articles that we're going to share tonight, guys, is in the Wixit. I'm not in the Wixit. It's in the description of the box below. It's not in the Wixit. It's like this is the first chance I've had to kind of even pull anything together for you guys. Just a few things happening, and I wanted to cover it. I know we've uh, been talking and praying for Morocco from that devastating earthquake with over 2,000 people um, dead. But we also have now, it appears to be like over 2,000 dead from a flood in Libya. So let's get right into these headlines, guys. Um, it's late and I have to get up early, got lots of stuff to do and a short time of period to do it in. Anyway, um, this is from End Time Headlines. Flooding in eastern Libya leaves 2,000 people feared dead. Mediterranean storm Daniel caused devastating floods in Libya that swept away an entire neighborhood and wrecked homes in multiple coastal towns in the east of North African nation. As many as 2,000 people were feared dead. One of the country's leaders said Monday the destruction appeared greatest in Derna, a city formerly held by Islamic extremists, in the chaos that has griped Libya for more than a decade and left it with crumbling and inadequate infrastructure. Libya remains divided between two rival administrations, one in the east and one in the west, each backed by militias and foreign governments. This confirmed death toll from the weekend flooding stood at 61 as of late Monday, according to the health authorities, but the tally did not include Derna, which had become inaccessible, and many of the thousands missing they were believed carried away by the waters. Video by residents of the city posted online showed major devastation. Entire residential area were erased along a river that runs down from the mountains through the city center. Multi-story apartment buildings that once stood well back from the river were partially collapsed into the mud. In a phone interview with Al Masr television station Monday, Prime Minister Osama Hamid at the East Libyan government said 2,000 were feared dead in Derna and thousands were believed missing. He said Derna has been declared a disaster zone. Ahmed Masmari, a spokesperson for the country's armed forces based on the East, told a news conference that the death toll in Derna had surpassed 2,000. He said there were between 5,000 and 6,000 reported missing. Al-Masamari attributed the catastrophe to the collapse of two nearby dams, causing a lethal flash flood. Since the 2011 uprising that toppled and later killed longtime ruler Muammar Gaddafi, leader Libya has lacked a central government, and the resulting lawlessness has meant dwindling investments in the country's roads and public services, and also minimal regulation of private building. The country is now split between rival governments in the east and the west, each backed by a array of militias. Derna itself, along with the city of Sirte, was controlled by extremist groups for years, at one point by those who pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group, until forces loyal to the East-based government expelled them in 2018. At least 46 people were reported dead in the eastern town of Bayada. Abdel Rahama Mazik, head of the town's main medical center, said another 7 people were reported dead in the coastal town of Susa in northeastern Libya, according to the ambulance and emergency authority. 7 others were reported dead in towns of Sahat and Omar al-Makad, says Osam Abajol, health minister. One person reported dead Sunday in the town of Marj. A lot of devastation here lately with over 2,000 people in both of these places. Hopefully there it won't be that high and they'll find those maybe people alive. I don't know, but it does not look good. But anyway, we also have, guys, a rapid recognition as symbols in Azerbaijan troops. It will cut southern Armenia in two to connect with Nakhichevan. Iranian forces are at the border Transcaucasia is on the brink of yet another war. Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Iran are massing troops at the border. This time, the Azerbaijanis have a historic opportunity given the Armenians' defense collapse and its very poor relations with Russia to attack the southern Armenia from two axes, creating a Zangezur corridor and connecting the Nakhchivan with the hinterland. Azerbaijan Foreign Minister Jahun Bayramov said in an interview with Asja news agency and the Hungarian edition of Magyar Democracy during the official visit to Hungary that Baku has a plan B to create the Zangezur corridor without the participation of Yerevan. He also remained open corridor unhindered communication between the main part of Azerbaijan and the Autonomous Republic of Nakhchivan. I don't know, guys. Here is the presumed incursion by Azerbaijan in the event war breaking out aimed overtaking parts of southern Armenia. Doesn't looks like there might be war, huh? Anyway, any move of geopolitical or border changes in the region is a red line. Outside of the 3+3 format and invitation of foreigners or joint exercise, suspicious visits complicate the situation in clear warning, if not a threat to Armenia to tighten the relations with the U.S. and joint exercises. He concluded by saying that Iran is ready to help both sides to resolve the difference. Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Iran are massing their troops on adjacent border lines. Anyway, guys. Azerbaijan troops and Armenia now carry rapid identification symbols such as FAV and others. Lots of I don't see any more italic, guys. You know, I like to read the italic and nothing else. Sometimes I'm tired. I'm really ready for bed, but I did want to break this story to you guys, especially about the Libya flood. Anyway, then we also had this 5 Russian doomsday planes in the air at 0300 Russia time shut off transponder mid-flight. 5 Russian doomsday aircraft are in the air over Russia or have landed after shutting off transponders near the Ural Mountains, including aircraft PA, which is a presidential plane. While no one can be sure who, if anyone, is actually on these government evacuation aircrafts, which took Alpha out of Moscow and having shut their transponders off, we cannot know exactly. Guys, considering this was like way early this morning or yesterday, I think, because I think this came out last night. It just, after everybody went to bed, of course. So anyway, I don't think anything of it. Who knows? But Medvedev did make ominous remarks about nuclear 9/11. And clearly we are into the next day, and I haven't heard of any type of, biological or nuclear attack here. Now, maybe I missed something, but I don't know. Anyway, so much to do and about nothing. I don't know. Hi, sweet Jenna. How are you? And definitely continue prayers for Team Angel. Hello, Ega. And I'm fixing to go to bed, but I wanted to get this video out. We haven't had one today, and so here we are. Anyway, yeah. The FDA announces an emergency approval for the new COVID vaccines and how to avoid being another government experiment. Guys, this is it's got a lot of information here. I just really wanted to read the headline there. But this link is in the description, and I pray that you guys will read it. We also have this computer module shows Hurricane Lee could make landfall in New England. So yet again, the goalpost move. You guys know that the first initial goalpost was Nova Scotia in that area, I believe, in Canada. And I think there's still some modules saying that it could be going still to that location. But here we have, Maine and the rest of New England now. In the site, we had one that said New York. Some say New Jersey. Now this one is saying Maine. Um, of course, we're going to continue to keep our eyes on this. I always say, with these hurricanes, anything, because see, here it is. This is the main one, and this is what it's been saying for a long time. But I don't know if it's begun to turn yet. I haven't really heard, except for it's saying that computer modules favorably to ride parallel hundreds of miles offshore of the U.S. coast. So um, that's where it's supposed to go. So, and there's this one here and this one here, and it's got all kinds of different ones. But we'll definitely keep our eyes and ears and report each and every little change, and just so that everybody can, whatever area that they point out is always a good area to be prepared for anywhere in the vicinity, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, again, just a reminder to keep Libya in your prayers with all this flooding and over 2,000 people feared dead. Quite alarming. A lot of things happening, but I really am busy, 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 and we are just trying to make sure that you guys are still, getting something from me, even if it's this late, way late at night, when everybody's sleeping. But it's the best time I could get anything out here. And I'm sure that I missed a whole bunch, but my apologies. I really thought that I brought I really wanted to bring the story about Libya, like I said, especially since there was over 2,000 people in Morocco from the earthquake, and now 2,000 in Libya. It's just horrifiable, all this mass casualty. Anyway, guys, I bet, sweet Jenna. I bet. Anyway, God bless you all. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I do hope you all have a wonderful, blessed evening. As always, God bless you all, and have a wonderful night. Bye.